Hello, 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 hello. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. How are y'all doing? Hope you're all doing good. I just got off of work, so forgive me if I'm a little bit tired, but, we're gonna be doing some silly little things today. Some silly little things. So, essentially, it is possible to get glitch Pokemon in Explorers of Sky. If anyone knows what Mystery Dungeon is, you'll know what that is. This is not relevant to most of the people that I normally stream to, but who cares? So, turns out it's possible to get Pokemon past any form of valid ID, and the species names start looping, but otherwise they just pull from garbage data, and it's pretty funny. So today we're gonna be playing with that a little bit, and we're gonna be giving silly little names to the guys. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be swell. So let me go ahead and see. Gonna pull up the emulator real quick. DS. Does Melon DS let you do... Hold up. Hold up. One moment. Yeah, I hope you're all doing swell. It's gonna be a very relaxed, just goofing off, having fun stream. See if we can't find anything interesting as we manually test Glitchmon IDs. It's gonna be swell. Melon DS. Also, I've just not set up prior to the stream, so that's fun. Okay, let's go ahead. Open ROM. Wait for this to pull up the file manager, and... Where did I put this? Where's my Explorers of Sky? hold up. Opening Sky Temple so I can see. I don't know where I have this stored. Or did I accidentally delete it whenever I was going ahead and clearing up my laptop a little bit? Hold up. Wait a sec. Oh no, it's just it's in the ROM hacking one, not in the emulation one. Okay, one moment. There and there, open. Okay. Go ahead. What in the world? Oh, do I have... Okay. You all can probably hear the game now. Let's go windowed game capture, and let's switch this over to MeloNDS. Okay. Totally non-emulated Explorers of Sky. What are you guys talking about? I have absolutely no idea. Let me go ahead. Let's fit to screen real quick. Oh well, that's as fit as it's gonna be. What's the audio at? Audio settings. Turn it up. And let's go ahead, load my save. Import save file. I'm pretty sure I put it here. Open. Yep. Okay, and then let me grab my controller. And continue, main story. Okay. What is this screen tearing? Hello? Stop that. What is this screen tearing? Y'all seeing this? Y'all seeing this? Hold up. Let me figure out what's going on. Video settings? VSync? Okay. There we go. That's better. So let's go ahead. So I've already done a little bit of playing with it. I think I might have an egg in here. Yeah, I have an egg. So if we go up here for a moment and just open up our roster. I've done a little bit of playing, so I ripped this save from hardware. I got these goobers off of my actual hardware. So the one of note is the Staryu, currently. The Staryu is the first one that I got of just doing a little bit of goofing around. I don't remember exactly what ID it was. I think I was trying to force a different ID through, but it came out as hex ID, I want to say 525. It looks pretty normal, like regular-ish stats, the name is normal. But if you open up the summary, you can see some silly things, like abilities, whatever's going on there. And size 0. So that's fun. And I'm pretty sure moves, it's got nothing as well. So that's the kind of stuff we're dealing with. Basically, there are IDs past what is valid that you can get via Wondermail. And it just kind of breaks things a little bit. It's funny, it's goofy. Let me go ahead, undeafen. Hello.
Hello.
I am live. Haha.
Cool.
Yep. Let me go ahead, pull up the screen share. You want to see my cool Staryu, guys?
Sure.
I can hear the emulator struggling as I try to pull it open. Guys, look at this really cool Staryu I got. Hold up. He's just a little guy. This is
It sure
probably
is.
the tamest one that I found. This is like early on into the IDs, which it just has a broken ability and no size. But other than that, it's fairly normal. This save, I think, is before I went ahead and got the cursed swine up. So, what I was gonna do is, I have an egg in there currently, and so my plan was just get to the point where I can hatch the egg, make a save state, and just edit the egg ID to goofy things that I know I can get with Wondermill, and then just see how they function. And then give them silly, goofy names if any of them seem interesting at all. Because nobody can stop us. If nobody's gone ahead and documented how these things work, that means we have first claim.
You really should leave important items at King's Storage.
Well... Oh no. I don't have any items. How could this have happened?
You should have left your important items at King's Storage.
I should have left my important items. It's a sad day. It's a sad day for the important items community. I'm gonna turn up Discord audio slightly in there. Okay. So I'm just gonna, like, fail the dungeon, I wanna say, like, 7 times. Wait, hold up. I can make this go faster. Oh, I have VSync on. I need to not have that on for this. We speedrunning this. So we'll do that like 7 more times, and that should... What button is it? Should get the egg ready to hatch. One must try again in the face of failure. We all must try harder. That's how we try harder. That's how we...
Yeah.
Firewalk should probably start charging.
Charging?
I mean,
for what?
His services?
These are good services. I like walk in 2 feet and then I'm like, nope. He could make bank off of that, to be fair. That poor Dodo. Man doesn't know what didn't hit him.
Oh, what the hell, dude? I gotta go quicker. Sorry, I'm playing Until Dawn.
Oh, okay. I've not heard of
Yeah.
it. I have no idea what that is.
It's, so it's like a scary movie game.
Oh. Okay.
Where, like, these horny teenagers go out to the oh, god damn it.
That's how you know
Try and do this
a scary movie.
But, like, they go out to a mountain.
It's the ultimate, tell.
No, but listen, it's the, they're on a snowy mountain. This guy's sister or sisters died. And then he wants to celebrate their year anniversary of going missing by holding another party at the lodge. And then shit gets fucked. Yeah.
Why?
And right now I'm playing as this, like, fucking playboy philanderer trying to save his girlfriend.
Philanderer?
Well, he's cheating on her by trying to get with this Emily chick, so...
Oh, philanderer. Okay,
yeah.
That is a real word. Interesting.
Is it?
I'm hungry. Also, the Shedinja does in fact have 235 health. This is...
I believe it. I had a maxed out Murkrow because I liked Murkrow. Shedinja's a smarter idea.
All of its, like...
Oh god, I failed that.
Defense, special attack and stuff, those are all maxed. HP max is at 999. I have not yet gotten it there. Got like a fourth of the way and then got distracted.
Yeah, you recruit Kecleon in this one? I've only done it in Dungeon 1. I couldn't...
You can recruit Kecleon. It's just a...
I know, I'm asking if you have.
Oh, I think I set up for it and then didn't get around to it. I did get purple Kecleon
Yes.
through the funnies.
EWA.
Legit in Dungeon 1, and he's very good
B.
for level 1 dungeons, which, thank God something is. Actually, Smoochum is crazy good in the level 1 dungeon game. In case you
I've
ever
heard
need that
that,
information.
I've heard Smoochum strats.
I
I
think
also
I
think,
beat...
isn't Regigigas supposedly pretty good for them in this, surprisingly?
I don't know.
Because, like,
Haven't-
slow start is just not near as detrimental due to how this game works.
I think Jessica's
Awesome.
dead.
Well, it would depend on how fast it can level up. That's kind of where things like live and die in those, is how many levels they can gain.
Yeah, I tried to bring substitute doll Arceus down there, and it did not go well. We have Primal Dialga, we have Wigglytuff's mom, we have the statue, but
I
it
forgot
shows us a
about
bunch-
I'm like, oh, why is Wigglytuff got his mascara on? I forgot about that.
It's Mama. We have Decoy Doll Arceus. Let's see, where's the Goober? What number is Kecleon again?
That.
Yeah, we have Purple Kecleon, which we got through Wondermail's silly strats. I've explicitly not grabbed the normal one, because I do want to do that the intended way, but we do have Purple Guy. And then we have Pink Celebi as well, which I just have in my party because it's Pink Celebi. Sadly, I think Grovyle is just a normal Grovyle. But
That sounds
then
right.
again, it has the dialogue. I want to look into it. I'm not sure, like, what causes it. Because doesn't Grovyle join your party at one point with Celebi as well?
Yeah.
So
Something I found interesting
Ooh.
when back when I did action replay codes on this, and I was just like playing through with different partners. I think Chatot has like a portrait that I don't think is used normally, where he has like the swirly eyes.
Huh.
Unless I'm just
So
like
maybe,
forget, but I've played this game a
that might
shitload
be
of
from
times.
when he got knocked out at, like, Brine Cave.
See, I thought so, but it doesn't. He just use like all the ones where he looks like he gets hurt. I swear to God, Swirl Eyes is not used in game, but I could be completely wrong.
I mean, I can, like, look up the cutscenes
Swirl
real
Eyes.
quick. Hold up.
Swirl eyes. You mean like the portrait?
Yeah.
Character portrait?
Yeah.
No, let's see.
Would y'all say Squova Ingredient would learn Flame Tail or Shock Tail or both?
Both.
Alright.
Yeah, I think both.
I feel like he'd be concerned about burning his food stash, but maybe not.
Hmm.
I might just cook him. That might be.
Wait a minute. Maybe there's something on the back of that note.
Alright, let me mute that, and then map the Brine Cave stuff. Alright, and then... When does Chatot hecking die? I know that this is part of this. Oh,
Right
okay.
at the start
Here's
of the
the
boss fight.
Kabuto. Yeah, no, it's just like the wincing face. Huh.
Hey, Fanta, have you seen like the fan hacks for this game, where like Wigglytuff becomes a horror creature?
No? Is that a
What a-
thing?
what
Like,
a
I know
weird
that
thing
the
to
people
ask.
doing hacks of this game
Well,
are
I'm just-
wild. There's some crazy stuff, but I've not, like, looked into it a ton yet.
All right.
So here...
Wigglytuff canonically is a horror creature. Let's get
Yeah.
that out of the way. Like,
Wigglytuff is an eldritch being. We can do
Okay,
all
but-
the goofiness we
I-
want here, and we will never come close to its strength.
I keep forgetting, you're young enough where you still have Eldritch tokens. Don't overuse them.
Huh?
Eldritch tokens.
I just mean, that's like a Reddit word, but I'm
Oh
I'm
right,
around.
yeah.
Okay.
What he means is like don't overuse Eldritch. Oh. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's accurate in the case of Wigglytuff.
It is.
Okay, so yeah, the egg is ready. So
Oh fuck! I was supposed to think of a name.
no, that's just the Staryu. We're just setting up
see.
right now. That's
I see.
that's just mostly average Staryu. That's kind of a Bulbasaur. That let me make a Google Doc. We're gonna set up a scuffed Google Doc, and I'll just put notes there, I suppose. I feel like an Excel sheet would be better for this, but I'm not setting up a goddamn Excel sheet at 7:36 p.m. Okay.
But for serious, there was a hack that it's a Halloween hack, and it's like, what if Wigglytuff becomes a demon for real? Not like the haha, he's so strong, it's so funny. No, he's an actual fucking demon.
What would be different?
I mean, isn't there like a shadow?
He kills the whole time. He kills the whole town. Blood, everything.
See, once you start introducing blood and murder, then I become less scared of the thing. I understand blood and murder.
Shallow shindig, that's what it is. Like, everyone is dead, and it's like very hopeless.
See, I wrote that same fanfiction about Odd from Code Lyoko shooting all of his friends when I was like 14.
No, but like...
Can I not view memory in Melandia?
Why does he fucking look like that? Holy shit.
Hold on. Oh, I can't. Okay. Closing that. Drastic MU time.
Hey Bruce, why does this video have like 17,000 mid-roll ads?
Because you don't use adblock.
I can't use adblock in Discord.
Oh, well then don't use it on watch it on Discord.
Discord watching sucks, mate. Never.
Discord watching used to be the meta.
Well, they ruined it.
Now the ads work. It kind of flipped.
Yeah.
I do have adblock on my browser. I didn't expect to need it for something like this.
You don't need it for Discord. I mean, unless you run Discord in your browser.
There are ads in videos in Discord now.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm saying this video.
I've seen them firsthand, and I'm pissed about it. So that means Discord embeds suck now.
Discord is just.
I honestly kind of prefer it when it used to just be like, oh, you can't watch this in Discord because we can't put ads. I feel like that's just better.
Yeah.
Sky. And I wonder, can I go ahead? Oh, is this what I was using for a while ago? Okay.
I need to see what's up with So Fanta, every time I go into the pause menu to see like if the character I'm playing has changed his stats based on my choices, there's a very good chance the game freezes. And I have to restart. No, I'm trying to look it up. I want to see the version I'm on, but I don't know if I can.
Boy, X is very brave. I just noticed there's a crumb on his mouse pad in the photo. I would not take your crumbs because I worry someone like me is gonna notice.
No.
Okay. ML1, I think, is the save state for Melandia.
So that's when
Okay. Let's bring this over to...
Do y'all want me to, like, ponder out loud, too?
Huh? Wait, what happened?
No? Okay. No, I'm making jokes.
Oh.
He's making fun of us.
No, I'm making fun of the conversation.
Move that one to there. And then...
I wonder if streaming this is gonna is what causes it to freak out.
Maybe.
I hate that.
Alright. Oh, speaking of, let me put my screen share back on because that probably closed with Melon DS, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this just... Hold up. Why is it not seeing BizHawk? Discord? Discord? You have one job. Fine, entire screen. Go.
Who is Billy Bates?
And set this one...
Oh, I guess I can't go back that way anymore.
Why can't I...
I love how your OBS looks nothing like mine. What?
It'd be like...
What version is it?
Oh, you got
31.
you have your you have your fucking icons in the middle of the taskbar. I'm not okay with that.
It do be like that though.
They're in the middle of the taskbar instead of left.
Why did they go back?
Oh yeah, because of Windows 11.
I'm like 80% sure I changed that, and I guess I just didn't. Hold up.
Maybe an
Let me fix
update
that.
ruined
Thank you
it.
for the call out. Thank you for the call out. Left. There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay, so now what am I doing? What am I doing? It's showing up in Discord. You guys can see the game as well, right?
I'm not looking currently. I'm trying to do some tests. This stupid game.
Or if I try to load this thing. Load state error. Okay. Is there like a converter for like Let me see.
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to load
I
up?
want to save I'm doing that thing where like you look for a way to do what you want to save time, but by the time you figure it out, you've spent more time doing that than just redoing the thing.
Right. What is your actual goal? What are you trying to load it back up as a save state?
Yeah, I'm trying to load the save state I made in Melon DS in BizHawk.
Oh. That might not be possible. Good luck.
Well, I feel like I've done it because the file names like that Perl save state.
You must have all voiceover packs. Stop.
Generally, unless the emulators are built on like the same foundation, it's pretty hard. But
yeah, I mean, I'll do the lazy
because
thing
a save state
to state, and if it doesn't
Yeah.
work, then I'll just redo the dungeon. It's fine.
It's probably not going to have the same header. It's probably not going to read it correctly.
It's definitely not going to, but
Hey, open it up in a hex editor and change the header. Sometimes that works.
honestly, fair shout.
That's did I ever show you me getting like whatever game I wanted to run in the Game Boy Tower emulator in Stadium 2?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, if you just edit the header of your ROM and also like fix the checksum so that it thinks it's one like a valid Pokemon game, it'll just load anything.
Huh. Okay, so where does like
Like
the
Donkey Kong
actual-
Land in Stadium 2 on the good.
Donk conk.
Is there a way to like see where the header ends, or is it just like fucking guess?
The header is gonna be the header length is specific to the whatever's reading it. It's kind of arbitrary.
Let me see.
Do you like the donk conk?
Donk conk.
Mm.
I like Donkey Kong.
I'm just redoing
Okay.
this. What I'm wasting
Yeah, I mean-
my time. What am I doing?
Listen,
Are you gonna get the new Switch too? But like later?
sorry.
I don't have the money for
the,
the Switch 2. You want
the
to
new Nintendo Switch system, Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Where the games are $70?
What games? I don't
What do you
give a
mean, what
shit
game?
about Mario Kart, and Donkey Kong looks okay. Where the fuck are the games? I'm gonna buy it literally
That
just
was
to play
Arma
Pokemon
games! What are you
XD again.
talking about?
Literally just to play Pokemon XD on the toilet. That's my main interest.
You don't like Donkey Kong? Bonanza?
It looks okay. I'm not that like.
Oh,
if
cringe, dude.
I was a Donkey Kong guy, I'm sure it would be amazing.
Okay,
but I'm not.
I will tell you straight up, I am not a Donkey Kong guy. However, I will be getting Bonanza because it looks goated. Sorry.
That's a wait and see. That's not a pre-order for me.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. No, that's fair. That's absolutely
F-Zero
fair.
GX? That's a video game.
That's a video game. You're right. That is indeed a very video game.
Is there gonna be home compatibility with XD and Coliseum? You bet your ass there isn't. Fuck. Please re-release Gen 3.
Gen 3 home? There is no home for Gen 3?
Well, they didn't add home support to Stadium on the Switch when they could have added like Gens 1 and 2 and then linked that all together. It's not
they're so
shit for decades.
they're so anti-cheater mindset that it's cringe at this point, dude.
It's like absolutely fair. I think
could just
XD has a
release-
slightly better chance because like you can actually get Pokemon in it.
That's true, I suppose. Like, technically, XD Pokemon are still legal. It's just really annoying to get them up through current, but you can.
They aren't really special anymore as well, minus
Right.
like the ribbon because of the home.
Nothing is
specific
fucking
moveset,
special. Have you ever thought about the fact that breeding Pokemon serves literally zero purpose, except for getting a zero IV, kind of? No other purpose beyond that? You ever think about that?
I mean, it saves me grinding for bottle caps, and I can get a shiny sometimes.
I know, but what are you playing? You're playing menus. You're not
But,
playing
like-
friendship, you're playing menus.
I'm playing menus right now, and I'm enjoying it, kind of. I'm struggling,
Well, this-
but...
This like, oh, who's someone other than Christopher Columbus? Fucking,
I feel like
the
Lewis
guy
and
from,
Clark probably aren't better.
I don't think there's
don't
much
know if there's a
controversy.
good one.
I don't actually know. I don't know about those guys. I was gonna say the guy from Jumanji, who lived in the jungle for 40 years. That's what this is. You know, you're trailblazing.
You know what? Fair enough. Let's go slot 1. Where?
I'm just saying, I don't think. I mean, Game Freak has said as much that they don't want to be making Pokemon anymore, but it's sort of like the checklist of things which must persist, like breeding, even though we have arbitrarily passable egg moves, bottle caps, babies that live in the wild. What are the eggs for? Just previous games had eggs, I guess? Shrug? Are y'all okay? Do y'all need a break? See, I'm just happy that, like, honestly, if the existence, what the fuck is that game? Champions?
Yeah,
Showdown at Home. What is it? Yeah. If that is signifying them kind of like splitting their focus off into, okay, here's our multiplayer balance focus Pokemon, and here's our single player focus Pokemon. If that is what they're doing, that's great. Because my biggest complaint for modern Pokemon has been that they've been trying to do both.
Mm-hmm.
On a scale and on a budget and on a time crunch that it's just not. It's not possible to get all of that good, so they mostly focus on the multiplayer because that's where the replay is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. A lot of people love that shit. I like it. I like the older single-player style of gameplay more, where it's more about like the player's journey and experience. But
Mm-hmm.
I liked Legends Arceus because it felt a little more like that. I need more incentive to explore different locations. That's what I need them to bring back.
That's fair.
And also let my Pokemon
so we're
be
just
a
gonna
consequence.
restart Explorers of Sky, play all the way up to the requirements, and start from I'm making a save so I can replace it.
Can't you? You can load the save file,
I'm
can't you?
pretty sure I can, but Google's not helping me, and me
It should just
renaming
be.
it
It should
didn't-
just be load raw, right? Something along the lines of that.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
flush save RAM doesn't
That's-
seem to be what I'm looking
no,
for.
that's-
Load state wants a save state.
okay.
Like, it's being silly. I think I have to have the file.
I think
there.
you would. Yeah, I think you would have to export it as a raw save from the other emulator and then throw it in.
Yeah, like,
but-
I have the save. I just need
Yeah.
to go ahead and like have a save to replace, so that I know exactly what I'm doing wrong.
Oh, I see. Making a dummy save.
No, yeah.
Well, it probably already made one just by playing this far, if I had to guess.
Maybe. Okay.
Most
one
most
sec.
games create their save block like as soon as you start.
Display. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, why is the audio being slightly crackly? Not display. Let's probably check audio if I'm looking for that. Can't you like sync it to the audio? Melon DS is just better. Okay, you know, fair enough. If the audio keeps crackling after I get the save in, I'm just going to go ahead, mute this, and put on like stupid music on repeat for the stream to deal with.
Is
Oh.
Desmumi extinct?
Desmumi exists, but that has like a bunch of like black flashing lines.
No.
Like, I want to say I have this.
That's the only one my laptop was able to run, but
Melon DS is like the best for performance and like the game being the game, right? This one seems to be mostly for like debugging and crap, and Desmumi's like a weird middle ground where it's not really good at either.
cool.
Come on. No, I can't hold on. I am becoming amnesia. Grovile, I'm sorry. But I'm dead now. Look at all this water. Okay, there's gotta be something to do. Display subtitles. I don't need subtitles.
There is subtitles. It's a DS game.
Feckin' DS game. VSync's enabled.
I am fairly confident a save file has been generated.
I mean, I can check. It didn't generate one when I just had the game open for a moment. Yeah, I'm not seeing one. So I think I need to physically save the game.
That is unusual, but fair enough.
Yeah, thank you, BizHawk. Very cool. It's me, Riolu. I've not gone by that in freaking years. I think I should be able to like quick save once I enter Beach Cave, and that should count. So I shouldn't have to like get all the way to the end of a chapter. Or like into the guild, whichever comes first. I don't remember. It's been years since I've like played through this game from the beginning. Oh my gosh, it's coughing. It's coughing and Zubat.
I need a ROM hack of this game that just moves every scene where I'm just pressing the A button.
Like
Not because I
get them all.
don't not because I don't like the cutscenes. I do. It's just I've played this game like 12 times, and sometimes I just want to crawl around dungeons. That's usually why I play the first one instead.
Honestly, fair. It's got like a really good story here, but also like
I mean, the
once
other
you
reason is I
become
think the
very
first game is better
powerful.
music.
Huh?
Oh, I was making my spicy opinion that I think the first game has better music.
I mean, I'm torn. I really am.
They're both really good. And it's specific to the GBA one. The DS's music is fine, right? But whoever
What do
the
you
fuck
think
was
of
doing the soundtrack,
DS?
triangles mix too loud, but it's
Fair.
fine.
Oddity
Whoever
Cave
was
goes hard.
It does. Whoever was doing the Red Rescue team, the Game Boy Advance, knew how the Game Boy Advance sound chip worked, and knew how to like mix it properly. Because I listened to that shit with my headphones, and I'm like, this is doing too much for the GBA. It's very good. And then, like, compared to main series Gen 3, which is just kind of loud across the board.
Yeah.
But that's kind of better, given that that sounds better on the GBA speaker, not headphones.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I kind of want to get Red Rescue Team at some point, because I do have, like... I finally have a GBA.
On the Switch, isn't it?
Let's see here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead. We're not getting your treasure back, Trico. But we'll go in there. Okay, so I should be able to just quick save. And that should count. Okay. And now, let's go ahead, close ROM. And if we go to this... What? That's just not what my... That's just not what my ROM is called. Okay. That's why that didn't work. Well, if I go ahead... Control C... Delete that. Control V... And now open this. A recent... Yeah, it's just not what it's called. Why would it... Where is it getting that from?
Probably like online from a list. It's probably just looking at the checksum and assuming.
Yeah. Okay, well there's my actual save. Now we get the egg ready to hatch again. That's not where it is. I don't think I have any items on me. Oh no, my blowback orb. It'd be a shame if something happened to my blowback orb. I sure hope
you
nothing
better
happens.
You better not lose that blow orb.
I sure hope nothing happens to my blowback orb, guys. Wouldn't it be a shame?
Wasn't there something about leaving your items with some... Oh, fuck, what was that? Shit.
I can't remember. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let me just enter the...
No, you'll have your blowback orb.
Yeah, I'll have
I'm
my
pretty sure.
blowback orb. I'm like 90% positive I'll have my...
Oh.
No!
You're screwed. You gotta leave.
I gotta leave. It's not worth it anymore, man. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, game. Wah 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 wah. You're so right. It doesn't matter how much trying I do, Marowak. Nothing's gonna bring back my blowback orb. Okay, let's go ahead. 7 times worked the last time. 2. I think it was 7. It may have been 8. We'll do 8. I'll try harder. We all try harder.
Bars. Does it not depend on, like, the species in the egg?
It's like a... I want to say, off the top of my head... Off the top of my hat, it's like a... between 6 and 9 dungeon endings randomly. It's like it's guaranteed to hatch by 9, but won't hatch until you've done at least 6, I think.
You can hatch like a fully grown ass Pokemon, right? I'm not misremembering that.
Not by default, but through Wondermail, anything is possible.
Have I not just like gotten Garchomp eggs and shit like that in game normally?
So normally when you get the eggs, the way it works, right, is it bases the egg off of what's in the dungeon of the mission that you do for the egg. And if it finds, if it chooses a species that is evolved, then it goes ahead and gets the lower one, right? Normally, the Wondermail value doesn't
Maybe I was
actually,
cheating.
Maybe.
Maybe I was
Like,
cheating and I
normally-
forgot cheating, and I was just like, oh, I can use eggs to get shit that I don't feel like getting. Maybe.
Honestly, that may have been it. So you're not, messing with any Pokemon that you already had, because it's just easier to edit the egg species.
Well, I mean, in this game, you can just recruit everything directly. But...
Yeah.
Hi, Bruce.
Hi.
I'm talking about, if you were doing cheats in the first place, editing things in the eggs are easier than, recruiting some random thing and then getting the data right there and, hoping nothing breaks with it. Because, it doesn't generate the stuff for the Pokemon until the egg is hatched, right? It's just the ID.
Right.
But, the way that the any egg exploit thing works, from what I can tell, vaguely translating off of, captions a Japanese-only video, is essentially the egg normally would get its data from, something in the dungeon randomly. Before, getting any species was found, you could use Wondermail to, force a boss room to show up in a dungeon. So you could actually, through RNG, get, say, Primal Dialga by spawning its boss room in that dungeon and adding Primal Dialga to the egg pool. But that's still...
Yo, are we doing
RNG.
void glitches with PMD now?
I mean, we're doing some shit. Wondermail is just cracked. But with
Generate
any
your own
egg,
Wondermail.
the default value of the species for the egg is... what's it called? It's the reward value parameter of a Wondermail, which normally isn't something too important, and the egg overwrites it anyway. But there's a funny dungeon, Labyrinth Cave. Technically, you complete the dungeon, right? You go through the whole dungeon, fight Gabite. You finish the dungeon. You are no longer in it. You have not completed the mission yet, because you haven't gotten the scale. But you've completed the dungeon. So the egg has not, defined anything. And then once the cutscene plays that gives you the scale, well, you're not in a dungeon, there's no pool to, pull from, so it doesn't overwrite the reward value. So the reward value can be literally anything, within the range that it is. I don't know if the 7FF is the hard cap for Wondermail, or just how the website that I've forked is using. I don't know what's going on there. But any value from 0 to 7FF at least will be something that you can get from the egg. And everything past, I want to say, 4B1 is pulling at least some amount of garbage data.
Right. I was gonna say probably that's just a limitation in Wondermail, because it would...
The thing is, I
If
don't
it-
know why
if it could-
7FF
if it-
and not, FFF, right? But I also don't know exactly what reward value normally does, so I'd have to check.
I'm assuming it's why 7 has something to do with the conversion to text characters that it does.
Maybe.
That's probably just a different. Maybe is the text is that just a different base numbering system potentially? I've never looked into Wondermail either. I can't imagine it's like encoded. I think it's just.
I mean, I guess it would be like half of F, right?
Yeah,
Because-
7. Yeah, 7 is half. So that's why I'm wondering if it's just
Yeah.
a different base numbering, and then 3 digits in the Wonder Mail is like half of what hex is.
Yeah.
That would mean it's base. Ah, fuck! I can't do math. Okay.
Alright, let me check and see if the egg is ready to hatch. Okay, egg is ready. So let's go ahead and load state. So now I should be able to like RAM launch, I think. No, that's not the one.
Wouldn't is there no way to tell the egg that's generating to pull from a slot in the dungeons encounter list? Like say there's only 30 slots in the encounter list, but you tell it pull from slot 45. So it's like, okay, I'll look over here, and then it just puts in whatever values in there into.
I don't think
I don't know how
so,
that would-
because like the Wonder Mail egg is like it's random, right? What you get from the egg is just one of the encounters. Right? So I don't
Right.
think that you can like tell it to do a specific encounter, but I don't know for certain. I will say the one thing of note is you can get any mon up to 7FF at least, but there's one more I'm pretty sure you can get. I don't know the method, but someone did get rollout, I think, with like the boss room forcing. And when I say rollout, I mean, let me scroll up a wee bit, you guys would be able to see it. This fucker, right? I don't
Oh,
know
him
exactly what they did. It said forced an egg by screwing with the dummy dungeons. So like one of those.
Yeah. Okay. Rollout.
let them
Yeah,
get
that would be.
42280, which is
Yeah,
like
that's
hex.
yeah, it's reading outside of the Pokemon. That's funny that fucking Gen 2 does the same thing. Which ones? Or just
Neat.
puts in names because that's the next table.
ID A5. Yeah. So A528, and then I tried to force this through Wonder Mail with my fork, but it shortened it down to 528, and that got me the Starmie. Which is still in, like, normally not obtainable range, but that's what I was trying to get.
Right.
Okay, so if I do RAM search, or is it hex editor? What is this using? Okay. Me, go ahead. Why is like BizHawk forcing itself to the top? I want to be able to press a tab. BizHawk. What are you doing, bud? Okay. Let me go ahead, copy the text real quick. And then search.
Hey Fanta,
Yep.
did you see the clips I posted earlier?
No, I've not looked at them, I don't think.
It was like around 3:30, 3 o'clock today.
Hold up. Is that gonna take me anywhere? Come on. Come on. Load. That's a hexadecimal value. I did enter one. What am I doing wrong? Okay, maybe not through there. What about... I want to figure this out real quick. Hex editor? That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So if I do go to address that one, it says 0000. What was this guy on about? What are you on about? What do you mean egg address there? 022A. Am I
Egg.
doing this
Did he-
horribly wrong?
No, he posted too big of an address. Did he accidentally post what the actual data was at the address that where the egg is instead?
No, because I
'Cause-
would have had like... Because this was on the star you save. I had sent that for them to mess with it, right? Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's 2, 3,
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe it's like a emulator thing? Like
can
a
you
0.
change the data size? Or, oh, it's already at. Okay, well. There does not appear to be that much. That address in RAM is out of bounds. I don't know where he found that.
Yeah,
You could just try taking
I'll
off
do,
the
like,
first
last
2.
6, yeah.
Yeah.
That, like, might be the OX. Go to address. Yep, that's it. That's the Staryu. Yeah, 0528. Okay, so if I go ahead and say, for example, let's see.
Perish. Better watch some damn clips.
Okay, and now that I've done that, if I go over here and close that and talk to you. Okay, now that I know what I'm doing wrong for that, honestly, I probably could have just used... Okay, healthy swine up. Okay. We got 7FF. That's the... This is one that's really interesting to me. This is the one that, like, when you hatch it, it has 999 HP. But whenever I got the game to crash, afterwards, it went down to, like, 746. Hold up, I'm busting out the Google Doc. I don't know what we'll name him, but... Okay, here we go. Swineup wants to join my team, sure. Alright. And... okay. And now, if we go up this way... I want to enter a dungeon with him. Because I know you can take the Swinub into a dungeon. And it goes ahead and, like... Yeah, so it's 999. Its profile picture is the last one that you, like, went over. So if I, like, go over here... Yeah. Natural Kokini with, like, a bold E. 999 HP, 97 attack, 50 special attack. But that changes upon the game closing and reopening. So, real quick, I'm going to screenshot, put that here. That'll be good. And then let's add you to party. Summary abilities, no. Receive. It gets the category fine. It doesn't seem to mess up the joined at. Evolution doesn't look goofy at all. Size is just 0. I think that gets all its data from, like, the ROM and not the memory, I guess. But that might start to break further down, because it also seems like the higher the glitch ID, the goofier it gets until, like, post 8,000. Then it just starts to give you pure garbage. It says 999 out of 999, but I do not believe that for a second. Hold up. Okay. Let's go ahead, make it leader real quick, because that's been the most stable whenever I'm the one controlling it. Make leader. Also, if I go ahead, let's save state right here, make a second one. If I go to, like, the Electivire move shop, so normally, like, you can't view the info, I'm pretty sure, on the move. but if we go here, yeah, like normally selecting it doesn't, I think it like freezes the game, but in here it lets me do it, and if I hit info then I crash, which is fun. We love crashes. Here. Electivire, no like that.
Keep that racket down. Oh my goodness.
2. Okay. And that should have retained 999. Last time. Okay, let's go test dungeon. You also want to try using an escape orb and seeing if that lets me out. I'm a Chimchar this time. I think it like
Test dungeon.
it either pulls from like the Pokemon above you if it's like in the party. So if it was the third one, it would be Celebi. But otherwise, I think it just takes the sprite of something that spawns in the dungeon. And like the last Pokemon to attack, it takes on the attack animation for. This guy's like... Also, it seems to move slower by default. So like every movement I do has 2 turns go by. I can't gain XP in here. I should have thought about that. I wanted to see what happens when I level up. See what it does to my health. Yeah, because that one was the last. Okay. Yeah, I definitely move slower. Are you trying to kill my Celebi? God damn it. You bastard. Alright, where is it? Down here. And once I, like, beat the dungeon, then it just... Oh, it didn't pull up an attack animation, actually, whenever nothing had attacked yet. That's interesting. Oh, well, I lost... Ow! Get out! Leave me alone! Christ! Holy shit!
Why does your Shedinja not have friendly fire turned off?
I don't know! Okay, so yeah, it freezes once you get to the end of a dungeon consistently. Otherwise, it's like random whenever it's in the party, I think. Which is... odd. Load back here. I want to, like, level up.
So my working theory is the language packs need to be installed. I chose not to install them to try to speed up the download and installation process, but I mean, it seems like it might be necessary, but I don't know. But the workaround is to just go to the pause menu, switch to the collections tabs, and then exit the menu.
Okay, leveled up. Attack went up 1, defense went up 1. Alright, so it's not screwing with the HP this time around. Which is
I think... Well... If your HP is at 999 and you level up, that's just a thing that can happen. That already has a handle, right?
Yeah, I'd assume so. So the reason I'm like curious about the HP is I don't fully believe it's 999 because like if I go ahead actually, let me see if this
might not
works.
Do you have the HP value in for like the debugger, or is that not known?
That's a good shout. I'd have to see.
Actually, you could probably find it relatively easily just by searching for your other Pokemon's HP, because they might be in a row, or they might be near each other.
Right, so
I don't know how this game stores its shit, but...
Yeah. Real quick. That's so weird to me, like, it's taking the last used attack animation. I do not want to be standing in between Shedinja and anything. Holy crap.
It is... If I had to guess, it's using the last used because it's trying to pull yours and it's not finding anything, so it's just like, don't update it then, just use what's already in there.
I guess, like, I guess it'd be storing, like, that animation set in memory.
Yeah, because it wouldn't clear it until it needs to load a new one in.
Yeah.
But it's potentially reading yours, seeing a 0, and then going, oh, I don't do anything then? Okay, then
Yeah, because
just
like when I go
play
to
it.
a new floor, it's like it
Right,
actually
then
doesn't.
there is none in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just doesn't play an animation, which is kind of neat. Like it doesn't freeze upon trying, which is fun. Okay. So let me go ahead. If I go, let's go back here. So I'll repeat what I did last time. So right now, Swinub's health is at 999 out of 999. We'll save the game.
I don't
And then
entirely get
what I
why
did last
it should-
time is I went down here, and like the game just freezes. I'm guessing because it doesn't have anything to put down there for like its sprite, which is kind of odd because like it pulls a different one in dungeons, but it freezes here. But if I then go ahead and
I think in dungeons, the enemy Pokemon are, like, sort of considered to be in your list, or next to your list, but then in the cafe, that's just, well, it's your list. There is no extra thing to pull from there.
I mean, there's the other Pokemon down there, and like there are my
Right,
own
but
Pokemon.
Right, but I'm saying, like, the way, like, where those... Because the game doesn't know what anything is, it just knows what number goes where.
Mhm.
I've been doing, like, coding, and the thing is, machines are
I'm
stupid
so
as
stupid.
shit.
I'm stupid as shit. I went back down.
Oh, yeah?
Let me reopen that. But like, here's the thing. Normally
But
in the dungeon, if I have another Pokemon before it, right? Say I put Celebi, it consistently would take from Celebi, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like that makes me wonder why if I go ahead and put it not as my leader, real quick. Let's go ahead, make leader. And then I head down there. So real quick, let me make another save state, just to get back here quickly. Also, I think I can go ahead and just look at my HP real quick. That's my Shedinja. Hold up. I almost like, yeah, 746, so it did that last time too. Which is like, odd to me. It's saving and loading a different value than what it has when it hatches. Does that, like, scream anything to you at all?
If you, well, not necessarily from when it hatches, but if you take this and then put it back where it was, does it go back to 999?
So, no. No, it does not. I can...
It doesn't? It keeps the...
Yeah, one moment. Like, it has the 999 in the play session after you go... I saw the Shedinja PFP and I was like, wait, what happened to my guy? This is throwing
Natural
me off.
Kupina. Very natural.
The naturalist. But like, it's still 746.
Hmm.
And if I go ahead real quick, make Shedinja leader and then go down there. Or go into a dungeon.
My only guess for that is the 999 was overflowed into something else, and this just squishes it back to whatever, like...
Probably. I guess, like, the quick save was interesting to me, though, because it stayed 999. And as you can see, like, as the party member, it's just being a Shedinja. Just looks like one. And the game is also substantially more freeze-prone when it's a party member, it seems.
I think that probably has to do with, like, where it's trying to look for data from, because I believe enemy Dungeonmon are, like, considered to be kind of the same as your party, and that's why, like, that one glitch with Kecleon where you can temporarily recruit it works.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's just a freeze. Okay. Let's go back to here then. Or go back to here. So, like, it
Here's-
loaded
here's-
from Shedinja down there, and then this will still freeze. Which
I
is
need to figure out how to actually use a debugger. I understand like the concept of like, okay, you set up where you want it to break and then you get it, question mark? I don't know, but
something like that.
I don't know enough about this game.
Okay, if I then go ahead, because we figured out the issue with the RAM stuff. So if I do RAM search, this should be substantially cleaner. Go ahead, close that, and then let's go ahead. Go to address, and only the last 6 characters. Okay. Okay, that's not what that's not what I need. I'm gonna use the hex editor. That's the one I most understand. Okay. Option or no. File. There we go. Okay. So it's 528. So give me a number. Let's just fuck around real quick. Just give me a number bigger than 4B1.
Boob.
Within like 4 characters.
Yeah, boob. B00B.
That's a good number.
Blech.
Okay. Let's see what... Let's identify B00B, I suppose. B00B. This is definitely in, like, garbage data territory. This isn't one that we can normally get. A healthy acupressure! Let's go!
Well, see, science is split on that, but...
Alright, so... B00B... acupressure. We're just randomly documenting and frankly...
Titty acupressure. Wait, oh no.
Oh god, look at its smile, it's adorable! It's a male acupressure.
Oh, it
Acupressor.
doesn't even... That's right, because
Doesn't even fit.
moves have... Yeah, moves have 12 instead of 10.
Okay, wait. This could be interesting, hold up. If I do this, and then hit end, it, like, defaults to its normal name. So that's technically, like, a bigger name than possible.
That could potentially cause problems.
That could definitely cause problems. Alright, let's go say hi to Boob. Alright, hold up. Oh. Oh, it has an actually valid ability. It has Cloud 9. What the hell is going on here? HP... That's a number that's not possible out of another one.
I think the name length is pushing the text.
Probably. I wonder why. What makes you say that?
Well... Oh, cool stats, bro.
Cool stats. Negatives. That makes sense. 0 points to the next level. It's the Fion Pokemon. And
Bro
its
is 5
size
stars big. Is that even allowed?
I don't think so. I don't think I can actually put this on my team. Like, I am 90% sure I can't use this guy. And I don't think there's any way to put them on because it's too fucking big.
Do you usually get Map Surveyor as like a first IQ skill? Is that standard?
I don't think that's standard.
He's dumb as shit.
His bro is lacking. Okay, hold up. Is there any way to, like, No, you have to put them on your team first before you can make them the leader.
No, see, check this out. All you have to do is get one with a negative size, so you gain size back, and then you can do it.
Oh wait,
you can put
that's,
that as
that's
the
the
leader,
strats.
and then
Okay, hold up. Staryu, you have size 0. Join team. Alleged size 0. But, like, that's not a star value, right? So I don't... I don't know what that counts as. I'm gonna be so real.
I don't know.
Who knows? Okay, make Staryu leader. And then put Shedinja on standby. Ah.
Too big.
He's too big.
What's the limit? Isn't it? It's 6, right?
Wait,
the
yeah.
team?
The limit should be 6. I'm pretty sure. I can look.
Staryu's actual size value might just be 1 or something. I don't know what that 0 is.
I have absolutely no idea. Well, like, I guess there's a way to test, right? Well, no, because it wouldn't... I guess the size limit is 6, right? Let me look this up. Why am I checking Bulbapedia? Size limit PMD Sky. That? Okay. Body size. Okay. So, represented as a number 0 to 4. That's interesting. I don't know where you'd ever get a 0 size one, but I guess if I have this and I take like a size 4 one and then a size 2, like Magnezone screams not size 1. Tangrowth?
The sprite has to be bigger, basically. So like legendary bird is a size 2, I think.
Probably. I mean, Latias seems like it'd be.
I think also.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can have... So Staryu size is 0. Because I would not normally be able to have 3 Pokemon. So that's a niche use case. Like squeezing out more party members if you could find stable ones with a size of 0. Niche glitch use case.
Acupressure's just simply too large.
Well, like, it should still be possible with, like, a size 1. Or with size 0, definitely. So I don't think... I feel like the size is higher, and it just... The max render of stars is 5.
I mean, why would it be 5? There's nothing with 5.
I have no idea.
It could be, but, like... I'm just... Okay.
Absolutely no idea.
Maybe they were gonna put in Arceus and they were gonna make it size 5 so nobody could be his friend. Let's just shitpost and then have a Poketuber take it as fact.
I suppose so. Okay. Acupressure is funny, but like there's nothing I can do with it. What if I try to save? What will happen? We'll save and reload and see if this like clamps anything down on acupressure, because it definitely screws with the health, right? Like when the game freezes. So if I go ahead, close ROM, open, pull you back up. Let's see if this stabilizes the goober at all. Okay. Open this back up. Okay, so it's in a different spot now, at the very least. Let me put these guys on standby, and then I'll check the end of my thing. Oh, no. Did it just delete him? Is bro dead?
It might have truncated him. Yeah.
Man, okay, hold up. You gotta like go through the whole list. You gotta like take a look, see if there's anything out of place.
Can't you sort it by when they joined, or is that a later game thing?
That's a good shout. It doesn't seem so.
Oh, you sort them by name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not acupressure anymore if he still exists.
Yeah, I think Bro's just gone. Which is
Bro
interesting.
got
If you could,
hurt.
well, if you could get one and then set him as like your leader and only party member, then what?
That's an interesting show. Like, we can't set him as the party member, but if there's a different one that we could that gets truncated.
Yeah, I'm saying one that just happens to be a size that we're. I'm assuming probably most, if not all, of these are gonna get clapped by
That
whatever
depends.
clapped that guy.
Hold up, I want to see. I don't think I saved Boob. Let me go back here. I want to get Boob again, and I want to. Actually, wait, no, it. Never mind. It displayed the text. Okay, so let me put some writing for this guy. I didn't take a picture, but there wasn't. Let me take a picture. Let me get.
No, that note just explains itself. It's fine.
Honestly, yeah, that's good enough. All right. So who's the next guy? Give me another number.
Let me see.
Try to keep it under 7 FF for this one. I would like to see one that we can get this time.
Under
We can like
7.
switch back and forth between goofy shit and like technically obtainable.
500.
Okay. I'm guessing this one will be relevant.
Wait, the unknowns are probably gonna. That's probably just a valid slot. Come to think
No,
of it.
4B1 is the max of valids.
What was it? I forgot we're in hex. That's right.
So 500, that's 599, that's wrong. Hold up. I'm assuming this will be pretty tame. It'll be like a Kanto species name, lower than Star U, and like it won't be very broken. Okay. Slow bro. Take him. Okay. Let's go over to here. We'll put this one first. We don't need the pictures for now. 500 is Slowbro. The quotes are if we decide to give them a fancy name because there's something of note about them that makes them worth it.
Right.
And we can make up whatever the fuck we want at that point. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so
I just did
that's...
some math. Yeah, it just
It's
it goes up through them. Slow bro is what we expect here for 500.
Uh-huh. So I wonder at what point it starts to break, right? Because by the time you get to... what's it called? Like 7FF, it's like having its abilities and its health and stuff break. But over here, it's like not got a valid ability. But it's not falling apart at the seams, right? Like I'm pretty sure if this is anything like Star U, I can take this guy down into the... let me save state real quick. Replace 3, that's fine. Like, I can go down to the cafe, and it's just a Bulbasaur. And if I talk to it, then the game freezes. And then...
You could try around wherever loop is, so whatever... Or...
Well, like, I'm talking about within the obtainable range, right? Like, by 7FF, you're getting... Stuff is starting to break by that point. So I'm wondering, like, where we cross over. And I'm guessing it might be after, like, the first full loop, right?
Well, that's
So,
yeah,
like-
that's also what I'm thinking.
So let
Which
me.
would be at the first
I
full
can open
loop is
Sky
at
Temple and figure that out.
962 in hex. I just did it in the calculator.
Well, like, the reason I'm checking Sky Temple, right, is because it'd be like half of what the max value is. So I guess like 5B1, split that in half, add that to 5B1, and after that, that's when it would start looping, I think.
You said 5B1 is the max. I thought it was
4B1, 4B1, 4B1.
Oh, okay. 4B1 is, well, that's 1201, so we're just gonna say it's 4BO just for the purpose of this.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, that would be 708, and then plus the one back would be 709. So 70A?
Yeah, we'll try 70A and see if there's anything of note. I think that should loop around to the nothing one, if we're correct. Math might
It
be
should,
off
yeah,
by one or
you
two.
could Shaman or whatever.
I think
Whatever's at the
OBS
end.
may have broken. No, we're back. Okay. Yeah, we might be a little over or under, but that's fine. Alright, so what do you say, 70A?
Yep.
Alright, let's try that. Go into here. That's a little bit unfortunate if it, like, takes all the way to 70A. That's, like, the range of silly things gets a lot smaller. Alright, let's see what we have.
I mean, we might just be looking at swine up there. I think we're just starting the second loop, but...
Well, we're definitely starting a second loop, but, like, I think things break on each loop, right? It probably gets, like, more and more broken. Okay, yeah, we were off by several, so Ivysaur.
Okay.
Which, like, that makes sense, actually. We added 2. Okay.
Okay. So I guess...
Like, 2 past dummy. Maybe. Unsure if the math is mathing, but it doesn't matter. We've entered the second loop. That's
yeah, I don't know where the game considers it zeros for this, so it's approximate, but...
Yep, okay. Second loop is where you start to get type Dark Steadfast. The dex number gets broken, the HP does all of that. It also seems to go into the stats a bit. If we summary... Battle Armor blocks critical hits, so it actually still has, like, relatively sane abilities. It's not abilities no...
What if you tried to evolve one of these?
So, unfortunately, it says no further. And as far as, like, the place is concerned, right, it only shows ones that can evolve. So...
There's gotta be at least, just by sheer numbers, there's certainly at least one that has, by accident, a valid evolution.
Probably. Like, I'm sure once you get, like, into the high broken values, it'd probably do something. I'm curious. If I... Let's have you join team. Okay. And then, also, what's your size at? Size 0. Okay. And... I'm going to bet that it's like Swinub. In that... oops. Let me save. So I'm gonna bet that it's like Swinub in that after the game freezes, its health will roll back, right? And I think it'll also probably retain, like, the strange sprite stuff. So if I go down here, I'm assuming the freeze. Yep. And then... Recent ROM, open. Let's see what you set your health to. I wonder if it's consistent 746, or if it's, like, getting a different value each time. Like, what in the world is it reading from? I wonder if there's a pattern. There probably is. There's definitely some form of pattern. Someone smarter than me could figure it out, but I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm just goofing off. Yeah, so it went down to 458. As opposed to like 746 from the other one.
Yeah, I would think what's happening there is it's just chopping off a byte to get it back down, and then I don't know what, and like it would be above 999, but it would cap at 999, except that apparently doesn't apply to negatives, at least. I don't. That's my best guess, is it's just chopping off a byte, and then you get the remainder. Not a byte, yeah, a byte. Yeah.
Something like a byte. Concept.
Could be a byte or a bit. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how this game reads its shit. I'm just making like informed guesses based on. Like I know a good bit about how Gen 2 and 3 work.
So this one's
the main games, you know.
Swinub actually follows, right? This one is having the... Okay, Swinub also doesn't normally crash whenever it does that, but maybe it's because it's a party member. Like, maybe it's just far more stable as the leader for some reason.
Shadow is bigger than it should be.
That's also a fair shout, yeah.
Shrug.
Alright, let's do another funny one. Let's do another one that we probably will never get. Alright. Anything above 8,000, go.
Do 9,001, get it over with.
Alright. Yeah, I guess... Yeah, it had to happen eventually. Alright, tools, hex editor... I wish
they're starting to play like 90s and early 2000s music on the radio to pander to me, so I can pander to myself with my boomer memes. Still a boomer. Nobody's using over 9,000, right? That's it.
I mean, it's a rare occurrence, but it happens.
I know Rickrolling still happens.
Rickrolling will never not happen. I'm like 80% sure. Okay. Check egg. Egg hatched. A healthy cross chop. Heard you're pretty strong. Alright,
Actually sounds like an egg dish. It sounds like...
Oh yeah. Cross chop.
You have like... home-style hash in there, I think. I'm hungry.
Except... That one's within valid name range, but I'm still gonna just delete everything just in case there's any silliness going on. Okay. Let's see what's going on over here. I'm tempted to, like, try FFFF and see what the heck happens. Because that's like a...
I'm kind of wondering if it cycles through moves, what else does it?
It's a Klutz type with negative 22454 out of that health.
Straight up sucks. His dex number is normal.
Summary crashes. Huh.
Probably trying to read like out of bounds text.
Probably. And like that's a lower ID than Boob, which Boob had a stable thing. I don't think I should have.
Is it lower?
Yeah, like 9,000 is lower than B. Like BO.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry,
so...
on a calculator, Boob is 8,008, so that's what I thought we did. I forgot you actually have B and X. Anyway, you're right. It being lower doesn't. It's.
No, yeah.
When you're out in like funny values, it's more random.
Which that's I think a slightly good sign for like the lower range ones, right? Okay, hold up. I gotta like remake 9001 real quick. Because I forgot.
It really just depends. Because we don't know where the lower range ones are grabbing their data. They might only be stable because they happen to be pulling from like a nearby chunk that is formatted in a similar way.
Yeah.
And then when you start going out, the format is completely different, so it's just random what you're getting, essentially.
Mhm.
I don't know. If we had a RAM map, then we could look at things ahead of time, like you do when you're like void routing. But
I'm sure that exists. Like, the scene for this is pretty nice. Like, there's a lot of documentation on stuff. Right now, I'm just, like,
I mean,
not looking
well,
into it enough to, like, know.
well, plus I completely understand the fun of doing what you're doing, because I was doing this shit
No, yeah.
too, so.
It's at least consistently cross-chop. I guess that makes sense from the save state. Make sure it's like that. Although I wonder, actually, let me set the name to something like that and see if that helps stabilize it at all. So maybe like the name being silly. I'm not sure. Well, that should have
It might.
fucked with acupressure. Okay, let me this time save
Well, it
state,
depends.
save state.
If it doesn't crash, that's only because it read something that it thinks it understands.
Yeah.
That's why Ace works.
Yeah, so it's still crashing on summary, which makes sense. Okay. So I can't actually check its size. So we're just gonna remove Celebi. Okay. Still not doing anything. One thing I'm gonna check, actually, just cause, like, I can't even see its summary, so I have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna go to Luminous Spring. Just on the off chance, right?
Sure.
On the off chance that it pops up on the list, it could be kind of funny.
It has Pidgey's dex number.
Aww.
Nah.
You're no fun, game. It's hard to, like, check anything regarding the guys if you can't put them on the team. Which, like, I'm sure I can force them on, right? If I, like, manually change the species. Right now,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just
you would
messing
just-
with the eggs.
Yeah, you're doing a roundabout way of doing that.
Yeah.
You could just alter your species at random, yes.
Which, like, the eggs are a little bit nice in the fact that it's, like, pure that species, right? I'm not, like, having moves from earlier or anything like that. So that's, like, part of why I like doing it like this. Obligatorily, I need to try FFFF. I wonder what, like, the O,
Sure.
the 1-O is. Or, like, O1. Whatever's going on there. Hold up. Like, if I... It's probably just if there is an egg. Like, over here.
Quite possibly.
O1, and then that.
Yeah, just keep an eye on it after you take it, see if it flips.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let me pull this up and, like, change it slightly. And, like, make bigger. What's this looking like on stream? Oh, that looks incredibly cursed on stream. Hold up. Let me...
Well, I can see the smaller window. It's just OBS is also here.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix it for OBS, because technically I'm live.
Oh,
Very
I
strict,
see.
technically. Okay, you know what? They get to deal with this. This is fun.
No, it looks great.
This is good content. This is what they come here for. If they came here for anything less, they can leave. Okay. So let's just try FFFF. See how badly this breaks. Sure is a healthy. Oh, I can't even name it. Okay. It no light.
Oh.
It no light. It's not happy about that. We'll try FFFE just to see if it's like some, oh, you are loading literally the last possible species ID, and it does not like that. Okay. 0001 FFFE. Now try. Okay, it's so much nicer having, like, that not full screened on my end, because now I can just have the editing next to here.
You can...
Okay, it's still doing that.
Just say, if you know where the species table is in ROM, you can predict this a little bit more, because...
The issue is, like, I don't. Or, like, what do you mean? You said RAM,
I mean, like,
not RAM.
ROM, yeah, that's, like, in the game, where it's... Because it's... When it's... The value it's looking up, it's like, okay, I need to go to this table, and I need to count this many, and pull this one. So if it goes to that table and it counts past the boundaries of the table, it doesn't really know that it's doing that. It just knows I'm stopping here and I'm pulling what's here. So if you know where that table is in ROM, you can see what's past it.
I set the 1 to a 0 in that. I'm just curious. I mean, it doesn't seem to care. Yeah. Okay. Like, all I did was... Okay.
The one might not be...
Probably not relevant to this.
It's probably not.
Something entirely different. Okay. Let's try another thing within range. Like Wonder Mail. See, we only have from like 400 to 700.
We did 708. That was Ivysaur. Does Dummy 2, is he special?
It's a dummy.
Well, yeah,
Two.
but I mean...
Give me a number, I'll try it.
Oh, that would be 708,
Okay.
I think.
I feel like that's gonna be like at the end of the first loop, so it will be as stable as it can be, right?
Well, if A was
Also,
Ivysaur,
it's
this should be Dummy. Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Well, like you said, dummy 2. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, because he's the second
one.
the second
Got
dummy. He
Decamar.
starts the second loop.
Close enough. Welcome home, Decamark. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonder if this one's gonna be any more interesting than default nothing. Well, it's definitely within silly range. Dark Drizzle. That's kind of interesting, actually. The Ivysaur was also dark. Hold up. What was the Ivysaur? It was dark something. I can, like, control Z a fair bit in here to get the picture back. It's a different one. That's Swinub. It fooled me by having the picture of an Ivysaur.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but yeah, I remember, like, when we got the Ivysaur, when we did, like, 70A, it was definitely dark something, right? Do you remember that? Does that sound
I do not
correct,
remember.
or... Hold up, I can, like, pull up my stream. This is gonna get cursed quickly. I should probably mute that, and then view my channel.
I live in a bizarro world where I sound way better listening to myself back on playback than I do coming out of my own body. So I don't know how that happened.
Carefully. Okay, yeah, Dark Steadfast is what Ivysaur was. So, I'm gonna do my first attempt at predicting something real quick. Let me open up Sky Temple and, like, see the order of the abilities. Maybe Drizzle is, like, what, 2 before Steadfast, right? because you have nothing Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. And so maybe like
Yeah.
Steadfast
trying to find-
something Drizzle.
I was trying to find the abilities list, but I can't find it in ID.
Also worth noting that the attack stat is the same on both Ivysaur and this. And the special attack
Drizzle-
is different.
Drizzle's gotta be right near the end of Gen 3 then, because those are in 2 different gens.
I'm pulling up the... where'd that be? Not in your lists, maybe? I mean, look up just Drizzle in Sky Temple.
Would it be under Pokemon?
No, so Pokemon is the species themselves.
Oh,
Right,
that's
so
just-
like this guy,
Yes.
and then Ivysaur. Where are you getting that from? Text strings? English? And then look up Drizzle here. ID 13794. So I'm guessing it'll be close. 13794. 13902. That ain't it. That's not what's going on.
I was gonna say they're separate gens, so it would have to be
Yeah.
a pretty good coincidence.
It's not moves. What in the world? Why are you scrolling? What are you doing? Okay.
Then whatever that's grabbing from just isn't a sequential list. Which would make sense because Dark doesn't change.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why there's like not an ability list in here. That feels like something that the game has. Okay, I don't know why Sky Temple's acting up and reopening it. Maybe if I check like the scripts, perhaps? Where would that be stored? It might just be something that like Sky Temple doesn't have a lot of support for yet. Abilities might be a bit more complicated.
I forgot I texted my mother and then immediately just like ghosted her.
Damn.
Well,
Risk settings, no. I'm just gonna look up ability. No. So that's not it. Ability? No. Well, I don't know what's going on there, but let me see if I can even look at the summary. Abilities. DS wireless communication has been cancelled.
hell yeah.
Mobilizes any attacker except flying types and levitating forward. But it's so interesting to me because I have like both these pulled up, right? And like the only change that you see, the only 2 changes you see just at first glance without like opening up the abilities is Drizzle instead of Steadfast for the type and a different special attack, which is kind of neat. And the dex number, I guess. IQ is like still sane. We're not at everything's breaking in that department territory yet. I wonder if the reason why you couldn't like bring the other guy down, right, with the invalid size, is maybe it doesn't have like the escapist thing. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Or if this is literally just visual. Like, I don't know if anything happens if you remove escapist. Hold on. We did what, 7008 just now?
If you remove escapist, you just
Let me try 707.
I think in the first game that would just make you like die, like disappear if you died, which was intended for like new recruits. I don't know what would happen in this.
probably the same then. Alright, reserve 45.
Good year. Actually, well, wait, was it? Yes. Alright, to check that one in my head first, but yes.
So we are just looping. Like, at least species name-wise. Because it seems like the data's different, but I'm guessing this one will be, like, Staryu and Slowbro. Okay, well that's a negative health value.
Delicious.
We love to see it. None ice. Torrent, if you do not set a password and you lose this DS game card and Nintendo DS, strangers may see your email address. Okay, to continue?
Pardon?
Not the strangers seeing my email address.
Cool.
Okay, let me go ahead, save state real quick, while I still remember to do that. So this is, like, interesting. This is negative health, and we can put it on our team. Going down here, that's a freeze, fair enough. Alright, let's try entering a dungeon. Number 3. We'll go beach cave. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. What's the, like, what's the earliest one beneath reserve 45 that, like, looks valid as a species? Like, anything that's not reserve, I guess, below that.
What on earth is reserve, actually?
I mean, I can open Sky Temple. That's a non-issue. Load state, this one. Should probably just keep Sky Temple open at this rate. It'd probably be smart. Okay. So 7007 was reserve 45. And we go to Pokemon. Scroll way down. Okay, so it's a cutscene Blossom, which would be, this is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and then this would be 6FF, 6FE, 6FD, 6FC, 6FB, 6FA, 6F9, 6F8, 6F7, 6F6, 6F4. Okay. That's the first one that I at least know has, like, a picture, if it was to use the default one. So 6F4 is what we'll try. I really want to get one with negative health that, like, just doesn't instantly crash the game, right? That feels like it could be interesting somehow.
I mean, assuming those two things
don't cause each other.
You know, yeah.
I think it was 6F6. Was it 6F4? It doesn't hurt to go lower. 6F4. Okay, let's try that. Okay, it was 6F4. I was right to doubt myself, as always. And, yep. Oh. Yeah. And, yep. Blossom's happy to be a member. Save state. Negative dex. No, what the hell is going on here? Oh, it's just that it's ability soundproof. Reflects or protects the what health are you?
Oh, his ability is not soundproof, it's the soundproof explanation text.
Exactly.
Alright.
And thick fat. Okay, 618. That's nothing of too much note. Does the health go up each time? Maybe. Also, worth noting that it's dark again. It seems like this general range is like having dark, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, it might be something that's just flipping between whatever dark happens to be some other bite, and then that.
Have you joined?
Again, without like knowing what's after the Pokemon table in the row, I'm gonna shrug.
Shrug. Beach cave. Okay, this actually loads in, and it's doing the moving caused the crash that time. That's a new one. Was it when it turned? Why did it turn? Or maybe it failed to. I can't tell which one's Celebi and which one's Blossom. I'm inclined to think the one that's apparently splashing water on land I'm now seeing.
Yeah, probably that.
Probably that. Non-zero chance. Let me load state real quick. I want to obligatorily check the Spinda Cafe. I know it's going to freeze, but like I have to see. The negative dex number is also interesting. Let's see here. Also, let me make it leader real quick and see if that affects the dungeon stuff at all. At the very least, it lets me go down, right? That's always a good start. Like, if it lets me into the dungeon, I am feeling it'll be slightly more stable. Okay, so I can, like, move without crashing. Oh, this time it's faster, actually. I am schmoving. Hold up.
Yo.
Yo! Yeah, I'm pressing the... Oh, that time it froze. Normally it just doesn't play an animation. I guess spamming it didn't like that. We love random crashes. Time to test every one and see if anything is helpful. Who ping? Oh, Pix.
I think the different speed. I think that's gotta be Deoxys' fault, right? Because he has that weird bypass where he can just like passively have a higher or lower speed.
Honestly,
That's probably just like a value that you happen to be getting that most
Yeah.
Pokemon don't use.
Which, like, if it was stable, I mean, if we found a stable one with like high fucking speed, and yeah, that just freezes. Fair enough. Okay.
Speaking of Speedy Boys and speaking of level 1 dungeons, in DX, Surskit is fucking crazy strong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not mean to grab that. Let's stay back. Okay.
Swift Swim is busted and he just gets really good moves. It's great.
Okay. Alright, what's a fun above what we can get value?
D-A-D.
D-A-D.
No, D-E-A-D. Not D-A-D.
Okay. No dads. No dads.
No dads. No.
Dead. That's terrifying to look at. 001 dead.
Don't dead open inside.
I sure hope not. Dead. Okay, well, what nonsense do we get this time? Check egg. A healthy hammer arm. I love that it's just random move names in like this territory. I wonder how long it's like that.
Oh yeah, that's also what I was wondering.
Like, there's definitely some consistency, because there's like ranges, right?
I mean, this is a bigger range than moves actually are what we've gotten across here. Like,
That's
9 through D is a really big range.
Yeah, fair enough. But, like, things do loop within this, right? Like, the species loop.
Yeah.
Make a state real quick before checking. Alright. What's your deal? -1, and it actually shows, like, low down here. Okay. I'm guessing, once again, goofy size. Can view the summary. Steadfast, maybe. Yeah, it's like that 5-star size. Allegedly. It's the Baniri Pokemon. Can, like, try to check IQ. Can try to check moves. There's only so much to do. What if I, like, say farewell? I'm guessing it won't cause any problems, yeah. Okay. Obligatory attempt at evolution.
Well, I would say check to make sure it didn't do anything weird to the members list, but if it just crushes it normally when resetting it, probably fine.
Yeah. Hold up, I wanna check Luminous. Finding anyone that evolves would be wild. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't know how it, like, checks for the evolution, right? Because I also don't know if it's just, like, displaying garbage text, or if the game thinks that's like, information, right? That's another thing of note.
It's just playing, it's reading a number from something, and then it's going, okay, let me look up what text string that is.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 health is, like, the single most tame this has been. You have, like, all these absurd values, and then just hammer on. Load state. 1. Okay. Let's see. Gonna put in a value. That's not what I don't want to flood that with 9s. Okay, well. I did something. Okay. There we go. Let's do F0 F0 for real.
Good series, good game.
Alright, Fofo. Healthy detect. Welcome, Fofo. Let's see here. Okay. You can join. It's fine. And Tech is happy to be a member. And save. Save state. Doot. I love seeing them, like, pop up at different spots on the board. Like, this one's, again, early down. This one... That's pretty stable. Hey, what Pokemon is this, Frez? What kind of Pokemon is this?
Sorry, there's... Gulp... Yeah, Gulpin. So I'm also distracted by a smiley face up there, next to Detect.
What?
Do you not see it?
The bracket? The curl bracket?
No. Go on the bottom screen. Next to his name. Is that not a smile? It looks like a smiley on the screen.
There's a minus inside of 2 curly brackets.
Oh, hang on. I will show you what I'm looking at.
Huh. Yeah, you're getting pixeled by Discord. That's what's happening. Okay. I mean... Considering it's not red, right? We've at least gotten something that looks like it'll go on the team. so may as well, I suppose.
So does the game eat that one, then? Is this
Well-
one that we can try to put as, like, the leader and then save and then see what happens?
We'll find out. Let me save state real quick and just check down here, obligatorily. Oh! Okay.
Okay.
And it doesn't... Fofo, you're looking pretty good. You are looking surprisingly stable, my friend. I'm a little bit worried you won't get cut off now, because, like, you're just... Like, we've hit an island of stability. Okay, well, real quick, let's see if you can go into a dungeon as a party member. What the heck? Did I not add him to the team? No, I did!
You did.
Fofo? Buddy? Well, time to test what happens if we try to go into the dungeon with Fofo as the leader, I suppose. I'm guessing it's just gonna be a freeze, right? If there's, like, nothing that can go in there?
Well, yeah, it'll try to give you your turn and it won't see anything. It'll probably freeze, but
Well,
maybe
first
not.
let's try with party members present.
Yeah.
And then we'll try with nothing else. Okay,
Yeah.
so spawned me in an invalid location and froze the game. I will.
That looks like
we'll
still looks like
try it.
0-0 to me.
Yeah? That's interesting. Okay. You're so close to being stable, Fofo. You're so close. I'm going to assume it'll just freeze. Like, it'll go 0-0 and not have the party members, right? Also, let me check the summary real quick. Yeah, no further evolutions. IQ? Yeah, you've got your... Okay. Huh. Make leader. And then... I also want to give him an item. Okay, stand by. And... Oh, I can... Okay, stand by. Let's go grab something. Let's go grab a blowback orb real quick.
You're not gonna lose this one.
I sure hope not. Okay, go all the way down here. The last blowback orb. Okay. Let's see what happens. I'm guessing it's just going to freeze. Let's do test dungeon. Why not? Yeah, zero.
Goodbye.
What?
Goodbye.
That was.
Oh, I think
oddly
it probably...
mean.
It must have knocked you out.
And then it seems like.
Your party's gone, you're dead. What do I do now?
And it may be having like the black screen that happens when you hit the end of a dungeon. With like.
Yeah, I'm
the
saying
first
I think
Pokemon.
it loaded you in. It saw that you have no health on anything. It goes, oh, you died. And now it's trying to do that whole rigmarole, but have nothing already.
So I'm
essentially.
gonna try actually. Let me go ahead. Make you leader again. I'm just gonna spam the menu button. Right? I'm just gonna spam it as fast as I can.
Can't you, like, frame advance?
That's a good shout. That's a good shout. Let's see if I can't, like, frame perfect pause with Fofo. Also, I'm gonna overwrite save state 3 so I don't have to keep setting it as leader. You're gonna stay... Wait. Oh, did I load the save state instead of... Hold up. I may have loaded it instead of saving. That's exactly what I did. Okay, hold up. I'm curious as to whether it will always be Neat Arena. Not sure. Okay. Save state. There we go.
The Neat Arena. That's just that's pulling from the Dex ID, isn't it?
Maybe.
32. I think that's Neat Arena.
Did it have guts last time?
I do not remember.
Hold up. Can I change your ability, bud? Join team. You get back over here. And then... your guts right now. Make Celebi leader. I don't know why, but I feel like it didn't have guts. Well, now you're staying guts, so I don't... I'm probably just insane.
Possibly.
A little bit more than possible. Probably probable, is what I'd say. You go back on standby, and we're going to frame advance this. Alright, however I do that. Okay, I don't know how to frame advance, and frankly, I cannot be asked to look that up right now, because I'm in a mood. I'm just going to save state here, go through, and just spam menu until something happens. Yeah, just... okay. I don't think I actually can. I'm willing to bet, but that's interesting. Like, it just closes the dungeon. The freeze happens because there's party members. Otherwise, it's a different freeze. Huh. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and just put a note, surprisingly stable, but not really, kind of. That ought to be a good enough amount of information, right?
Yes.
We'll put, like...
basically all the information you have.
Doesn't crash, but doesn't appear in dungeon. Doesn't appear in dungeon and will end dungeon run if party leader and only Mon. Because that's honestly like kind of an interesting one. That's probably like the neatest one we found. It was so close to being stable and just wasn't quite there.
I wouldn't be surprised if all of these do that same thing. I wouldn't be surprised if the game just nulls them out as soon as you try to do it.
I mean, we can try, like, literally the first one after, right? We can do, like, 4B2.
Okay.
Say, imagine, like, that's low enough where it is potentially stable. It would be, right? So this should be, like, there should be a deca mark. Okay, that's Ivysaur. So 4B1 would be Bulbasaur. I guess that's where they thought it started and wasn't, like, the last one, like I had thought. Okay, so let's check out Ivysaur real quick. Oh, that's interesting. Type, Judgment. Judgment. That's already quite broken.
Type money.
Judgment. So this is like boob. Like right off the bat, it has like the too big of a size to actually be used. Hold up. I like how that's a hallmark of these. Like, oh, boob is our example of too big. Please enter the last 4 digits of the registration code on the email. Enter the last 4 digits of the registration code on the email message.
I'll get right around to that.
Thanks. Check IQ? Oh! That's one with only the 1. Huh. Okay. No moves. And yeah, trying to check info on that freezes. I'm curious then. So like, I guess they're just various ranges of broken, no matter where they are position-wise. I think it's just after a certain point, some more info gets garbage data as well, right? Like the... Or maybe not even garbage data, because it's been consistently, like, words. It's been, like, move names, right?
Well, that's because what... So, the data can be anything. It can be any number.
I guess.
And so then it's looking at that number that it's pulling from wherever in the data, and it's going, okay, I'm looking for a text string. Oh, you want me to get text string number 3000 whatever? Okay, that's this. Just because this game stores all of its text strings, I guess, just in a big-ass fucking contiguous chunk, right? They're just all... They're all next to each other, right? Yeah.
We'll try 4BO. This one should be decamarked, if the math is right. Yep.
Matt said he could pick you up on the 7th. I don't... Can't they just sell the building so we don't ever have to come back in the office? Whatever.
Just buy their building and then they can't make you go back there.
That's probably not cheaper than my current rent, I have to say, but...
Type super luck. Big health number. Oh, negative health number. But it's like Ivysaur. Double pickup is funny.
Double pickup? That
Double pickup goes kind of hard. Also, this is the first time I've seen the special defense stat get mangled. Like, normally it's a different... Like, normally it's the first 3 stats, but this one is different. And you're also saying... Okay. I know, like, I know it's kind of random to some extent of, like, what data it's pulling, but I think, like, there are some ranges where, like, oh... Okay, like, you look at 3 IDs between each other, they both only have exclusive move user as their IQ, for example. That
yeah,
there's, like, a level of consistency. It's just, what is that consistency?
Well, yeah, it again, it entirely depends on what data just happens to be passed, whatever it's looking at. Because there's going to be consistency in data.
Yeah, it's fair. That's
Typically
fair.
Is. So no, when I call it random, what I mean by that is it's more like, from the perspective of what you're doing, of just slapping in numbers, it might as well be random, even though probably there is actually some structure happening.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's try... I'm curious about the... There goes my controller. Oh, there goes my Pokemon. Okay.
Should I get Vikavolt Fire Breath? Is that, like, too spicy?
4BF? That's D. Fair enough. Okay, let's try this. I'm probably gonna have to end stream and go grab something to eat, because I'm starting to, like, die of hungry.
That's fine. I have to go to bed.
Alright, this Weedle will be the last Goober recheck. I mean, this was fun. Like, I I've kind of missed just fucking around with, like, glitching stuff. Even if I don't know what the heck I'm doing right now, this is still kind of neat. Oh. Oh, that just froze the game on hovering over it.
Well,
That's a first. Type none. Looks Weedly enough. I think that was Mama's stats. Hold up, I'm trying this again.
she had 7 special defense.
She was level 1. Okay, we did 4 BD. I'll save state this time before trying to check the summary. Or not even the summary, I just hovered. Okay. Run up this way, and then save state. And... okay. Yeah, so that just freezes on hover. That's odd. That's the first time that's happened out of any of these guys so far. Okay, hold up. I'm marking that.
Is it frozen, or is you're just like not accepting input?
Not accepting input? Yeah, because I guess like it's playing the animation. Huh. What's it
If
trying
you,
to
like,
do?
hit-
Is it like failing to load something? If I just leave it for a while, do you think something could happen?
You saying like the A button and whatever don't work?
Yeah, like no buttons are doing anything. But like it's the music's playing and it's flashing the thing. Huh.
Might have tried to load like a text string that's not like ending properly.
Maybe. Or maybe it's like searching for something. It's playing animations down at the bottom too, I'm seeing. And in the water pool.
Yeah, it wouldn't be searching. It would be not properly ending, so essentially looping.
Yeah.
Like in the. Maybe it tried to load maybe it tried to load a command. Are those next to the text? Is it just trying to load like a skip and it doesn't have like a follow up? I don't know how this game does its scripts.
Hold up, load state, and then...
I just have like vague recollections of seeing some of the same like data bits doing like action replay codes, because those were pretty wide open from the get-go.
Alright. Didn't
I
expect
think it helps.
anything.
This game has like a really robust like debug menu, just still intact.
No, yeah, I think I've heard mention of that. Last thing I'm gonna try before I go and eat and stuff is we'll go ahead and do a quick reset and see if that affects the stability of the Weedle at all. Final experiment of the night. This was fun. I missed doing this sort of thing. I've not really like just properly fucked around with like anything glitch related in Pokemon for years. Like I did Ace when that got discovered in Pearl, but then didn't mess around with that much past having Ace set up. Yeah, it just continues to freeze. Okay.
Well, I mean, whenever I finish this, you can glitch hunt in mine, because I'm sure there's plenty that I'm...
Alright. I'm going to go. You have a wonderful rest of your night, Prez. Fun talking to you.
Are you in Central Time Zone? Get out of here. That's a bannable offense.
What the fuck? Leave my time zone... leave my time zone's name out of your fucking mouth. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, he left. I'm
Yes?
sorry. That was a joke.
What? Oh, I know. I got the reference. I got it.
I didn't say goodbye, that's why I felt. I was like struggling to understand why I was like, wait, I feel bad. I didn't say goodbye. Bye, Frez.
Autism is hard, I know. Goodbye.
Bye. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.